Well, hello! My name is Brian from quantlabs.net, and I'm going to show you some shocking details about trading platforms and where we're going with all this stuff. Okay, over the last 3 years I've looked at a variety of different platforms. I'll show you all the pricing for all the options that are available for you. I'm going to first start with the retail trading platforms. Multicharts is a good example, one of the more popular ones. Both .net version and Multicharts itself are the same price, but look at the pricing you get. $297, $497, $797, or $1,500. I believe that's a lifetime warranty. Now, with this software, if you look at my website, you'll see how badly it's documented. Maybe it's changed, I don't know, but I still don't like it. And I've heard not a lot of people like it as well. Next up, let's talk about NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader is a more popular one, but look at the price, single payment, $9.95. $14.95 for a multi-broker. Now, I have no idea about their data, but this is one of the biggest limitations of these type of platforms. You're tied back to some kind of broker that they provide. May it be maybe a potential corrupt broker that's going to trade against you. We've talked about that many times. Basically, what I'm saying is you're probably going to lose money however you look at it. So these are not viable options, to be honest. You might get some multi-broker, and a lot of people hit walls with this software with NinjaTrader. Then we can move into TradeStation here. We can look at what they promise on their pricing. Now, as far as I know, it's $249 per month to use the platform itself. Now, if you want to use data, brokerage, oh boy, let's not get into it. Market data pricing. $2, I don't know, $5, you know, that's fine. But not just doesn't stop there, but you also have market data, and then you are tied back to TradeStation, the broker. So do you really trust them? Do you want to trust them? I don't know, but it's not a cheap option at $249 or whatever they wanted for TradeStation. $249 per month. Ouch. Now, these are the retail trading platforms. You can also look at trading technologies. Ooh, look at this. $1,200, $500. That's just the software itself. Plus, you got to work at the data or the pricing of the data. I mean, it just goes on and on. $500 a month. So you're anywhere from $1,000 to $1,700 to start with XTrader. Good software, but very expensive. But this is what some of the pros use, actually. So, what do I got? What do I have to be as an option? Well, some of you may know I did a workshop late 2013 that showcased pretty well the same sort of thing. But I'm going to walk you through what I've got. Let's talk about it. So, in detail, what I've done is, in my workshop, I've encapsulated everything I presented. I put it into a new membership we're going to start with. This is what it includes. This includes everything to do real-time data capture, back testing with it, how to interact with Interactive Brokers Trader Workstation for automated trading. Now, the reason I like Interactive Brokers is because it's the most popular trading broker out there. Not only that, it's global, so you can be used in all the major countries in the world and regions, Europe, India, China, South America, and North America as well. That's why I like it, a true global player, and their API puts them in its own class. To start with, it's a good broker to go with. Still, I have questions about it, but from what I've seen, it's still probably your best option. Now, for those that have followed me, I've looked at tools like R and MATLAB for research, developing trading strategies, and research development. I use MATLAB. So I have another section on how to use MATLAB and basically how to extend the MATLAB scripts that you develop and how to deploy them into a trading platform. Now, not only that, but another part of MATLAB is Simulink. So you can do visual model development. So you can generate C or C++ code that can be, again, implemented into a trading platform, as well as if you want, you can use another option for FPGA deployment, which is the absolute lowest latency you can get. And of course, that would be for high frequency trading. So I have a section covering that. And most of all is database. I'm using a database to store data, tick data, market data, whatever, in different types of databases, different options. MySQL using SQL Server, and even NoSQL, which of course includes Mongo, Redis, Cassandra, all that. So let me show you some of the details and how we go about doing this in this new course. Now, this course entails, I've spent 3 years at this, so this course encapsulates everything that I've done that actually works. So it's going to save you from months, probably even years, of going down rabbit holes and wasting time. This stuff works, and I'm going to show you how I mean. So how it's presented is through videos, notes, my own working notes, self-contained video lessons, outside external reference URLs, and of course working source code. And all those examples could be in C++, .NET, C#, and MATLAB as well, obviously. Now, again, as I said, it's 3 years in the making to present this. This is how I'm going to be moving forward with my trading technology. Once I get all this implemented, I'll start working on my algorithms and strategies and all that. I've got some books that have really allowed me to jumpstart into that implementation of various models. So that's going to be part of my new membership. But that's another day to discuss that. But the whole idea of enabling yourself to have full source code of all these different components that I'm going to demo and show you how to implement and develop. It allows you to develop your own modern custom trading platform. And yes, you can, again, use it for high-speed trading as well. So again, this enables you to have full control of all steps in how your trading platform performs. Now, obviously, a lot of benefits include the ability to submit better market orders to multiple brokers. Obviously, we're starting with interactive brokers as your first option. I'll be working with probably another one called LMAX that is pretty well market neutral, meaning that they will not manipulate with your trades when you submit to their exchange. So some demos like that. That's down the road. Of course, you have full control when you do any maintenance or feature changes to your code for your trading platform. It enables you not to be dependent on any third party with expensive implementation changes. Now, because you have full control of your source code, that gives you absolute trading edge over everybody that you're going to be competing with in the market. So that is a huge deal to have that market advantage and have that edge. Now, it also allows you to be at the same playing level as your bigger automated trading competitors, like specifically hedge funds, prop shops, and even investment banks. Might even give you a better edge over them as well, because you are able to now do automated trading, high-speed automated trading on top of that. So that enables you to move away from old school click and trade kind of discretionary trading, which obviously removes all human emotion and the inadvertence of needing to call 911 or pills that you need to control your anxiety. I've seen those little pills on traders' desks, but that removes all those kind of issues, especially on the medical front. Just trying to be funny here, of course. Now, as I said, with all the options out there, oh, I forgot to mention this one. This option here, Modulus Financial Engineering M4, does give you source code, but if you have a slick $10,000 or $15,000, you're more welcome to spend money on that. It also gives you limited support as well. So here's your options. Again, so when I say it's like this solution, this course that I'm going to be bringing out, as I said, is the absolute most affordable way to do this. Again, let me show you the pricing. We've got multi-charts, probably $1,500. NinjaTrader, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500. And then, of course, TradeStation we've already looked at, $249 per month. And then we're also looking at XTrader at $500 or $1,200. These are pretty well all the popular options you have. Unless you want to develop your own, you have this option using M4, again in .NET, C#. That's a $15,000 option versus this option. So I'm not going to be talking about pricing here, but I'm going to get into that in a bit. We're not even going to try to sell anything in this video, but I just wanted to show you what you're up against when you want to have your own platform. So let's talk about the different details of steps that we cover. Okay, so I said step one, I'm going to talk about real-time data capture. So let's drill that down. What do we mean by that? Well, this particular course, there's going to be 5 courses, I guess, in one, where I had real-time data capture, interacting with Interactive Brokers Trader Workstation, TWS, extending MATLAB, using MATLAB Simulink, and on top of that, how to use various SQL databases. My choice is going to be SQL Server, so I'll get that in a little bit. So let's get into the first step. Real-time data capture. This is not an easy step. So what I introduce here is IQFeed. IQFeed is one of the most popular ways as a data provider, most affordable data provider out there that enables you to capture both historical data and real-time data. And I give you a basic introduction to it with some working code samples in the video. I also show you my choice of third-party software that I use that collects the historical data or real-time market data, and that can be saved in a flat file, specifically a comma-separated value table or field. That can easily be imported into a database, into Excel, whatever my choice is. Now, on top of that, I use a rapid queuing library, which is open source, free, and it's very lightweight. That's implemented between 2 software components. So that enables me to say, I have my data provider, that component, and then that will send out the data to another component, which enables you to actually do your live trading with your live trading strategy or model, which is really your trading decisions. So, and then I will get into, in the same course, the detailed architecture of how I plan to do this with actual example source code. Now, when I say example source code, I am providing source code for these demos. That's right, and it's working source code. Again, it's C# and .NET most of the time. So let's move on to step 2, which is interacting with your interactive brokers, which is IB, or interactive brokers, which is pretty well your trading broker, using TWS, Trader Workstation, their desktop client. And this is for obviously automated trading. So what I do is I provide the demos on how to do that. Again, working source code provided. And the various demos of the third-party library that I use that enables you to create all your sequential steps for anything related to capturing data from interactive brokers, submitting market orders, or whatever I want. That obviously includes tricky things like stop losses and trailing stops. To code these up is not an easy task, but this little it's basically a batch tool that shows you how to generate that code for you. And when you have that code, you can now interact with your interactive brokers API using either C# or C++. So I show demos on how to do that, again, with working code. So a lot of people want to see this all the time. I get this a lot on YouTube and whatnot. So this step shows this exactly, which is basically real-time data coming in from, this case, interactive brokers, using that data capture in real time, using a primitive trading model, and at the same time it will demo basically making trading decisions on when to enter into the market, and demonstrates how to submit those market orders using interactive brokers. So this step answers that question, where people want to see a complete model, a complete setup of a system, capturing real-time data, having a model, making trading decisions, and entering into the market with interactive brokers through the interactive brokers TWS. Cool, eh? Okay, so now we get into the really exciting stuff. This is your platform. Okay, this is just a platform, all the different components that come with it. Now, there's also MATLAB itself. Now, typically we use MATLAB for developing trading strategies, doing model research and development, blah, blah. It's a complete ecosystem. It's a pricey one, but if you're willing to use it, and I believe it's the #1 tool out there. It's used by all the banks, all the hedge funds, and it's a standard. As simple as that. Even all the universities teach in MATLAB. So I'm going to show you references on how to basically various different webinars that are out there that showcase how to do automated algorithmic-based trading. On top of that, I have a technique that MATLAB provides on how to take your trading idea, be it from your head or from a research paper, sorry about the typos, and this was quickly whipped up, and how to implement it into a MATLAB M script, which is basically your programming language with MATLAB. Now, once you have that, you can now deploy that script into, let's say, .NET C# applications. And I provide complete source code demos on that, both the MATLAB code as well as the C# code. Very cool. Not only that, this is where I get really excited. This is probably my most popular topic I have anywhere on the site at quantlabs.net, is basically a complete reference on how to demo the power of something called a MATLAB coder for code generation, which will process and translate your MATLAB code into C or C++, and that is done through a DLL creation, and that can be dropped into these examples I have listed here in this step here with interactive brokers. So that can all be done. Not only that, but I also give references for other options that other people may want to do. Excel, an Excel add-in, Java, using a web server, and many, many more. That's the power and beauty of MATLAB. This course does not talk about MATLAB itself and how to use MATLAB. I have a whole set of courses around it. I'll show you those in a minute, if I remember, of course. Now, actually, this is the second last step. We got here the MATLAB Simulink visual model development. Now, I say visual model development. So you can use WYSIWYG tool, or what you call it, which is really Simulink, and visually build your model, your trading strategy, and then be able to co-generate it into C or C++, and then be able to create an interface to interface that back into the same .NET application that I'm demoing here for data capture as well as market submission of your orders using interactive brokers. So that can be done. Show you how to do all that. So with that, I give a high-level model demo with Simulink, and it's a walkthrough with files, a model file from Simulink. On top of that, I also discussed, now this is the powerful thing of Simulink, a series of webinars that have been made available online, references, using FPGA that can be used as a path to high-frequency trading for ultra-lowest latency. Very, very powerful, very expensive, but I demo and I talk about it and show you where to go. Now, for those that can't really afford FPGA, and which I plan to use, is something, again, co-generation from your MATLAB Simulink trading model or strategy, and co-generate into either C or C++. And I also provide a client interface using, all done in C#. So I provide, again, all source code here, files for the trading model, as well as references and whatnot to show you if you want to go high frequency trading. Very, very powerful right there. And the last one is this one. Again, is this step 5, which is outlining the SQL database with various types of databases using MySQL, SQL Server, or NoSQL. So let me show you what I mean here. Okay, so the first one is demonstrating with videos MySQL and how to integrate it with MATLAB, C++, .NET, with C#, and even R. Yes, I have played with R. So I show you how to integrate all these languages with MySQL. Now, on top of that, we know about NoSQL, so I show demos using R, with Cassandra, Mongo, and Redis. Now, I also show some samples on how do you interface with .NET and C#. Okay, so here, the very last one is SQL Server. SQL Server is my choice as a database. So the first thing is I showed various references that I've got and I've posted on how to interface SQL Server with Java, .NET, C#, and MATLAB. Okay, now this is the really complicated part of setting up. It's something called complex event processing. How do you take your market orders, process them in some kind of application, and be able to do something and have it work against, let's say, a trading model, and then at the same time issue market orders? You can do that somewhat through Stream Insights, and that's the equivalent of how Microsoft goes around using this thing called complex event processing. And again, I provide source code with that. Okay, and that's a very powerful demo. Okay, on top of that, this is a big time saver for a lot of people. Using in SQL Server, I provide a market database schema with TSQL code. So what does that mean? I provide the SQL code that enables you to create a schema or database, basically, to get you started with a market database. So you can interface that back in your .NET code. Very powerful, a lot of time savers here. Very advanced stuff, of course, with the FPGA for high frequency trading. How to interface with MATLAB. That in itself is worth price to admission, I guess you could say. On top of that, we also got the TWS, using the interactive brokers, and of course IQ feed for real-time data capture. So if you don't want that, I show you demos on how to do that with IB data or interactive brokers data. So there's lots of options here, lots of code, lots of samples. So that's a lot. That is a lot to present, and that's what I got. So the question you're probably, what do I want you to do? Coming up, I'm going to be having a complete survey on pricing on this course, which will be posted online, and I want to know how to schedule a payment plan, how to deliver the content. So I'm hoping people can help me and get the survey done, get the answers, because that will really help me determine what people are willing to pay for this type of course. So of course, in this video, I will have a link on where to go for that survey. So please answer that survey, because that will really help me on figuring out how to charge for this. And not only that, as I said, I've listed all the benefits here. You know, saving a ton of time, having full control of your source code, as well as taking the emotion out from your perspective as a human. And on top of that, that will jumpstart you to potentially a profitable quant trading in the business. That's what we want. That's the modern way, and that enables you to be a full modern day trader in what I call next generation trading. So let me know what you think by going to that survey. Over now. Thanks for listening.